This hangout on air is live, it says. So how do you do, Buckaroo? So I'm about to really piss off some serious beer geeks by showing you this one that I just found in the fridge.
Uh-oh.
See,
We're going to show us.
I
You
don't
can
know
open
what
it
it
up and
tastes
pour it
like
down the
yet because I haven't poured it, but I know it didn't blow up in my hand when I popped it. So here's the story behind this one. So I got the 6-pack. It was great. And the intent was to drink this on Christmas Day, but I somehow got sidetracked and didn't get to it. And then just about a week later on New Year's Eve, I was going to pop it, but then again I got sidetracked. And bottom line is, I got sidetracked until just now when I was looking for another IPA because you said you were drinking an IPA, and this was the only IPA I had in the fridge. So holy crap, I didn't know that was still there. So anyways, I don't know what this tastes like. It may, I don't know if it's going to make my pecker turn green and fall off. I don't know if it's going to make my poop purple because you have to drink it before this date or something horrible is going to happen. So I'm going to pour it and see
We
what
might see it
happens.
explode. We might see it explode on camera.
You might. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. But that pretentious beer crowd, I know their heads are about to explode right now.
You lost a lot of viewership for that, Tom.
I know.
All 4 of them.
Yes, let's say, yeah. Well, I gotta be honest with you. Aromatically, I mean, like I said, I haven't tasted it. I just poured it. I mean, you can see it still pours fine. Aromatically, it's brilliant. I mean, a lot of tangerine. I get some pepper notes. There's certainly some grapefruit. It hasn't lost a step there. I mean, and I'm a good 2 weeks past that date, right? So, what are you drinking, Todd? Well, I'm waiting on this head to calm down. Tell me what you're drinking.
This is an IPA from Arcadia Ales, up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I got towards the end of last month for. I'm approaching the end of my birthday beer of the month club that my wife got me for my birthday back in
Oh
September.
no!
I got January and February left, so I still got 2 more shipments coming. But this is one of those out of that. I've actually had one already, and I've just popped the second one that I have remaining.
So, was that the
Of the
best
3.
birthday present ever?
It was pretty good. Yeah, I have to give credit on that one. That was a good one. It's kind of hit and miss with some of the beers, but for the most part, they're all, there's nothing terrible in it.
But it was nice to have something different coming every month, right?
Yeah,
Whether it
it's
was
kind of
great or
just a
not, it was
surprise in a
just
box.
the excitement of something new coming in.
Yeah, surprise in a box every month. It comes at the end of the month, so I should be getting another one here in about 2 weeks. Pretty good. It's kind of fun. Get a little bit of a different, across the board. They give you usually you get a stout of some sort, an IPA, or just an ale, or Last one I got a coconut porter. This IPA, maybe just a pale ale and an oatmeal stout. I didn't already say that.
Have you ever ate those? Have you ever had those sugared fruit slices? Orange or lime.
Oh
I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I love the cherry ones.
That's what this smells like on the nose. It smells like kind of sugared orange and lime. By golly, I took a drink and my insides did not explode, man. It's funny
How is it?
is I think you and I both know folks that really get their panties in a wad. They get excited about beers like this. You have to drink them right away, Tom. It's got to go belly. You got to drink this stuff right now. Right now, you got to drink it. I mean, the second you buy that 6-pack, you got to drink them all, or it's going to go bad. And here I am. I'm a couple weeks past this date. There's nothing wrong with this beer. I mean, it tastes like I remember the first fresh one tasted.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I just think it's a gimmick. It's all hype, and it's meant to get people to buy new beer every couple weeks or every month,
exactly.
or how often they put this out. Now, I'm not
I
saying
think
these
it is about
beers
every
aren't
couple
good.
weeks.
I'm not saying they're not worth buying, but but it is hype. You know, let's not look past that. It is hype.
I'm gonna get an IPA and just sit on it for a year and just pop it open and just to see how much it actually changes, and then buy a fresh one of the same, one that's a random selection that you can get yearly, all year long.
Well, I mean,
and just do a side by side comparison just to see how much difference there really is.
I obviously don't have one fresh of this to try because we're only talking a couple weeks old. But I mean,
right.
It tastes like I remember it tasting. I mean, there is nothing wrong with this beer.
I mean, I think you probably lose a little bit of the hot profile in them, but I don't think I think the flavors and stuff are still there. Maybe it's just not as potent as it once was.
If you look at various craft beer websites, some will tell you, depending on their style, some will say 90 days, some will say 6 months. But there really isn't a hard line. Oh, it's going to go bad at this point. They are going to change and evolve. But are they going to go bad? No, they're not going bad. And the idea that it's going to go bad is ridiculous. I mean, I got to be honest with you. This beer is perfect. Now, I don't know if it changed from when I had it a couple weeks ago or not, because I don't have that one right here with me to go back in time and check it. But I'm telling you is, had I not looked at that label and just popped this right now, I would think it's a damn fresh IPA because that's what it tastes like. So, I mean, they wanted me to drink this by 12/25. Here I am a couple weeks later, and it tastes damn good right now.
It's kind of like the expiration dates on packaged goods, like milk or something. It all just
Best Buy. Maybe you ought to. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you open that package, the day after the expiration date is, which is only for the supermarket purpose, mainly in general.
Yep.
It's not like it's going to be bad, I mean, yeah, if you're 2 weeks past on meat or something, I probably wouldn't eat it, but milk's the same way, you got the expiration date on there, but sometimes it expires before, sometimes it expires after, but with the beers, it's like you don't have to drink that by Christmas Day.
No, and then again, I mean, I have had this in the fridge. It's not like I had it sitting, on a shelf.
And I'm like you, it's especially in those particular drink buys. They want you to drink it by then, so when the next one comes out, you're looking for the new one again.
Yeah, I mean, again, these beers are
great. I like
Stones. Every Enjoy buy I've ever had has been perfect, but let's not escape the fact that it is hype.
Yeah, and I like Stone. Yeah, I like Stone. I'm with you.
You can't deny that it's hype. You can't deny that it's marketing. I know marketing, folks. This is marketing. The folks at Stone are brilliant at marketing, and they're sucking you in. Now, I'm not saying these aren't worth buying, but you still can't deny that it's a marketing ploy.
Well, in the consumer's eye on a lot of them, it's a different beer each time you get it because it's a different label.
It is, yeah.
And it's probably the exact same IPA, drink by, or whatever they want to call it, but it's just a different date on them.
And I don't buy every incarnation. I buy them every few months, every once. But I wanted to try this one before Christmas. It was brilliant. I mean, I loved it. The video I did on it when I first got it. I talked about how wonderful it was. But here I am drinking it way past its so-called expiration date, and it's still damn wonderful. I mean, it's hoppy as all hell. I'm not sure what was supposed to change about this, but nothing seems different to me.
And it's still within that. I mean, it's not like you're talking months or years.
No,
you're talking
2-3
weeks.
It isn't. I mean, this beer is probably 30 days old, but
yeah. But if you're popping it open, Christmas.
But I'm 2 weeks past their expiration on it.
If you're popping it on Christmas Day this year, then maybe it's a little different. But
yeah, actually, I didn't think about that. I should have, having kept it this long, I should have kept it a year just to see what the hell happened. But to be honest with you, I'm a good couple of weeks past that date, so I thought, well, let's see what it tastes like now.
Well, here's the challenge. We should here's a challenge for us, Tom. We should buy one of the same drink by dates on it. Whatever, in the next month or two.
And then hang on to it.
Collaborate and get together, and then just keep it for a year and drink it on that date, but a year later.
And compare notes.
And just see what we got.
Well, I mean, I keep trying to figure out. I'm drinking this, and I'm probably drinking it faster than I ought to because I'm trying to figure out what changed. And honestly, I can't think of anything that's changed in this thing. I mean, it's people talk about the hops. Hops will degrade after a certain period of time, and these Enjoy Buys are formulated to only last a certain amount of time. And this beer that I'm drinking right now is still hoppy as all hell. I mean, I can't think of anything that's lost.
Actually, we should do one better than that. We should choose one that's got the same date, buy two of them, have one on or before that date, and then keep one for a year and do it on that date a year later.
I agree. That's what we gotta do. Well, hell, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy a six-pack. But yeah, we ought to drink one, before the day, one after, and then compare our own notes. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, even keep it like a year later.
Yeah.
And do one on the date of the year you're supposed to have it, and then do one a year after.
We'll each buy a six-pack and drink them, we'll drink one every, throughout the year.
Well, yeah. Could do that too.
And see what happens.
That same date every month passed.
That's right. That'd be brilliant, man. That's a video series right there.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a series, man.
So
I'm drinking this thing, trying to figure out what it's lost, and I'm still getting all those notes that I got originally. I mean, a whole lot of tangerine. I'm getting some lemon zest. I'm getting some grapefruits. I mean, I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it's hoppy as all hell. It lingers on the palate. I mean, I can't think of what may have changed.
Nothing but the label.
No, yeah, I mean, I think folks have been hoodwinked. They've been bamboozled. I don't know, man. It tastes brilliant to me. To be honest with you, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting a dramatic change, to be honest, because I've heard other people tell stories about how they've had a Enjoy By a month past the date. There was a dramatic change, and I'm drinking this thinking there is nothing different. I mean, I don't know. I can't go back a month and recall exactly what I tasted, but what I can tell you is that this feels hoppy as all hell.
Probably a lot of people get it in their mind that that's what it should be, and that's what they're wanting to taste, almost in hopes that it doesn't taste good.
I think that's what happens. I think a lot of it's a mind game. I think a lot of folks, they pop it, they know it's going to be bad, so it tastes bad. If you go into something with a bad attitude, it's going to be bad. I mean, I didn't go into it with a bad attitude, but I kind of expected, I was really expecting a change. And I'm drinking this going, damn, it's hoppy as all hell. I'm getting all those fruit notes I should get. I mean, it's lingering on the palate. There's nothing unpleasant about it whatsoever. I mean, it's a perfect beer. Had I not known I was supposed to drink this beer 2.5 weeks ago, I would never know. If it didn't tell me a date on the label, I would think I was fine. But now I think my pecker's going to fall off when I'm done drinking it.
Maybe it will during the middle of the night. Who knows?
Yeah. It's like that old joke. This guy goes to a doctor and says, hey, doctor, my pecker turned green. What can we do? So the doctor looks at it and says, oh, we're going to have to cut that off. So he goes and sees a doctor in Russia. Doctor says, oh, we got to cut that off. And then he goes and sees a doctor in Mexico. Doctor says, oh, we got to cut that off. He goes and sees a Chinese doctor, and doctor says, oh, they always want to cut stuff off. We don't have to cut it off. And the guy says, oh, that's great. And the doctor says, it's got 2 weeks fall off anyway. Anyway, I didn't say it was a good joke. I just said it was an old joke. But yeah. 2 weeks fall off anyway. But yeah, 2 weeks fall. But yeah, I mean, look, I've kind of got off the rails here. But tell us more about what you're drinking. Any tasty notes you want to impart? Any wisdom?
This one's not bad. It's not the best IPA I've ever had, but it's drinkable. It's finishes nice and clean. Definitely get some citrus, little orange notes on the taste. Definitely get some of the hoppiness on the nose. Almost have a little bit of sweet malty, a little bit of the maltiness coming through too, a little bit. It's not bad.
Well, as far as this one's concerned, I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to make fun of you Stone Enjoy by drinkers because the Stone Enjoy by series is fantastic. I mean, I gotta tell you, I don't buy. I know folks that go every month and buy several of them just to see. I just don't buy into the hype. I buy a couple here and there, and you know, because there are so many craft beers available, my budget is tight, so I buy what you know, I buy what I feel like buying at that time. The bottom line is this one here, of all the Enjoy buys I've ever had, this 1225 has been my favorite. And the thing is that here I am drinking this one well past a supposed expiration date, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't find it flawed. Can I say it's exactly like the first one I popped? No, because I can't go back in time and make that distinction. But as I'm drinking this right now and feeling all these gorgeous fruit notes, both on the aroma and the taste, I mean, this beer is perfect as is. So there you go. I mean, if it's changed any from the day I bought it, it's gotten even better. So there you go. So much for hype. I am kind of beer whisperer. Don't buy into hype. Buy good beer. If it's the beer you want to buy it because it is a good beer. But don't buy into the hype that you have to drink it by a certain time. Thanks, Todd, for joining me for this session. For anybody that's got offended, pull your panties out of your crack because I don't care, and we'll talk to you later.